Hello everybody, and I've been trying to get these tanks, these 40-gallon breeders, all down here. I'm in the process of duckweed removal. This tank, you could not even see the water surface, and we've got most of it done, and we've got most of this duckweed out. It was really bad. Got a lot of duckweed out of that tank. There's still some. Got a lot of duckweed out of this tank, but there's still some. So the main point of this video is I've been putting this off and putting this off. So what happens with the duckweed? It's way harder to get out. Like you can see here, when you have plants breaking the surface of the water or floating at the surface of the water, this all gets, it just traps the duckweed. See, look, as soon as I move that, see how easy that duckweed starts moving around. So I've been meaning to revamp this tank for I've been telling myself in my head for probably a couple months that this tank needs some work. What I want to do is I want to show you how I trim this valve. You just give it the lawn cut treatment. I just use a pair of scissors. And the last time I did this, it spread like crazy. Now this valve's not looking the best right now because it's been shaded out by duckweed and just a mess in the tank. So to make this easier to deal with, I'm going to get my pair of scissors, then we're going to give it the lawn cut treatment. Now I don't know how good I'm going to be able to get this on video, but it's even hard to tell where it's at because the current is smashing it down. But I'm going to cut it about right there. I'm going to try to get all this to be about that. I'm not sure how good I'm filming this, about that particular height. And then, like I said, the last time I done this valve spread like wildfire. So I'm sure I'll be making a lot more valve by doing this. Alright, I'm going to try to get this. I'm going to need both hands and probably the ladder. So we'll check in here in a few. Okay, so now I'm sure that I've missed some, but we'll start cleaning this mess out, the duckweed and the cut jungle valve. And I got a really easy trick. I've showed this trick numerous times, but we've got this old shop vac we're going to use here. And then we're gonna, I'll show you. Look how easy that sucks that up. Okay, so I didn't want to bore you guys too much with all that. I'm going to finish sucking this all up off camera and see where we're at. Alright, we still got a little ways to go on that duckweed, but you can tell I didn't quite get it trimmed up quite good enough because it was just a mess. So we're going to, next step I'm going to do is finish getting that trimmed up to the right size that I'm wanting. and then we'll check back in. Okay, so after a lot of cutting and trimming and duck weeding, we're getting pretty good. So the last thing I'm going to do here is do a big water change, and then when we get the water back up to normal level, I'm sure there's going to be some of these that are being weighted down by the current, and there'll be some more little stray pieces of duckweed that I missed stuck to the glass that'll work its way back up. So I'm going to do that, and we'll check back in and see if there's any finishing touches we need to take care of. Alright, now we got the water about as low as I want to get it, still draining out, but we'll start filling it back up. You see my DIY filter in action. There's the pump and taking water through the sponge, shooting it out through the spray bar. So now it's time to start filling up. And there she is, the finished product. So I think I did a pretty good job getting all the duckweed. There's might be a few little bits still in there. No matter how much I get out, it'll always come back. So you can see here what has happened is when I fed algae wafers last night, one of the current from the spray bar pushed algae wafers into that cave, and the snails are on the hunt for it. So there you have it. Trimming jungle val, getting this super red Pleco tank back in order. Of course, they're all hiding now that they ain't got their shade cover anymore. They're probably all freaking out. But so the other time I've done this, gave jungle val the lawn treatment, it bounced back and it spread like wildfire, I'm assuming, because it's shading itself out, and you trim it down and now it's no longer shading itself out, and light is getting all the way down to the bottom. I've been telling myself for the last month and a half I was going to redo this tank and make a video on it. So now finally that day has finally come. I finally found the energy and the want to get it done, get it tackled. So now instead of having a mess, we have a nice looking Pleco tank. So there it is, redoing my 40-gallon super red Pleco tank, managing jungle val. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.